Okay, this is my main character, by the way. So I'm gonna do a quick little 30-second delirium, 200% delirium. This is what the build turns into. This is like not even done either, by the way. So you can scale all the way to this relatively easy once you get some divines dropping stuff. But this is again max deliriousness, 100%, whatever. And yeah, build's crazy. Build goes hard. This is an invoker build, by the way. So if you have a monk and you want to try it out, and yeah, follow the guides. Okay, we're gonna go over the one dip purchase. So basically here at one divine right now, one divine is 410 exalts. So the order went through. So that's our budget for the build. Just gonna do a little voiceover. You can skip ahead. This is a like 10-minute clip. So if you just want to skip ahead, skip the whole buying, purchasing proof. So here we just get a rondo amulet. We just want to go for the highest damage with the lowest budget, and of course as much as we can get on the crit chance and stuff. And then resistances is -30 pretty much no matter what. And then the skill speed is what we're really hoping for, 28% as well. And we're gonna get our speed spear. We're gonna go for this one right here. It's the sky sliver. It's super cheap, 27% attack speed. It already has a rune slot. Make sure if you buy a corrupted one, just make sure it has a rune slot so you can throw something in it if you want. And we're gonna go into the damaging spear, I think, next. So you're not gonna have enough money for the ordained spear. You should pretty much get that whenever you can, but without that you should go for a flying spear, because the build scales with proj speed, and this has a proj speed implicit. So here you might need to slow down the video or pause it. So you want to focus on flying spear that has crit damage, because crit damage increases our damage by a shit ton on the base. So there was another better spear with better flats and fizz damage. However, it was one point something crit hit chance onto the spear, and that actually turns into a DPS loss in the end. So we got lucky and we picked up that spear with the crit chance and the plus proj, I think is what it was. Next, so you need a taming ring. Right now they're on the market for 5 divines, or you can buy all 3 pieces for roughly 30 exalts a piece, so 90 total. So that's 90 exalts of our budget, and you can go into any Asmiri range map, and at the very start of the map, you can look up guides for the taming ring, but you just put this in there and then you hit the button and then it creates your taming ring for you, and automatically boom, 5 divines. And if you want to flip some money for the build, there you go. Get 3 of these rings for 90 exalts, and then go sell it for 3-4 div, and then it pays for the whole build, or twice over pretty much. So pretty crazy, because people don't know and people just buy the ring. Okay, here we go for a chest piece. So I'm not sure if I add it later, but basically we want 3 reses, so your fire, cold, and lightning for sure on your chest piece. But I ended up actually going with a spirit chest piece. I'm not sure if I add it later in the video or not, but it's basically the exact same thing. I found a chest piece for 22 exalts. This one that I buy here is 25 exalts. We made sure to have at least 50 spirits so we can include all of our spirit skills, reservation skills. Excuse me. And then also we can use our trinity. So then we get a belt. Got really lucky. We want to go for utility belt for the flask advantages, and also is 1 extra, or at least 2 slots for the charms. And then that one has triple resist. It's pretty crazy belt early game. That's like an insane belt, by the way, and sniped it for pretty cheap. I think it was 15 exalts there. And then we go for next. Oh, go for some boots. Basically, you do need runic ward once you get your Olaros conviction. So I try to pick up a pair of boots with some runic word already on it. But the thing here, you want, 30-35% move speed, and then you want, 1 or 2 resistances, and then rarity if you have a rarity build, which kind of like me. But I think for here we just go for something cheap. Actually, I think we swap over to a ES right here. Oh yeah, we do. Okay, so I just changed the move speed down to 30. 35% there wasn't none available, but we were able to find a runic ward boots somewhere here for 30 exalts. I forget which one I pick. I think I pick, oh yeah, I picked the one with the already has a elemental resist rune in it. I went ahead and grabbed the one with that already installed. So I got lucky with that. So it's just 5% of all resistance. I don't know how much that soul core costs, but pretty sure it's more than 30 exalts, so it was a win-win. I just grabbed that. Again, nothing too special, just double resist and then that crazy rune for budget. Then we go into our boots equip. Our resistances are already looking good. The rondel, remember, takes 30% more, and then you get 60%. You get negative 60% once you do the interludes, and you get negative 30 once you attach the rondel. So it's very resistance expensive, I suppose is the word. But yeah, you can see here I'm trying to go into as many ranges, but this character hasn't been into maps from here. So basically what you have to do, well, I'm sure you've already passed this part. You have to go talk to the hooded one in the corner over there, and then you can go into a map from here. And then I'm gonna leave this in. Basically, I don't have any skills equipped or anything, and I had this fucking mob on me the whole time. But you just throw your 3 rings in there that you bought for 30 exalts, and then you pull out the taming ring, which is 4 divines apparently. So again, that's a little cheap way to make a little bit of money, pay for the build for itself. Just trying to get rid of the doorway. I was actually using the wrong spear with this because this spear does no fizz damage, so it only procs lightning, and then yeah, so that's why this thing's not dying at all, taking any damage, but doesn't really matter. All right, grab the spear, grab the ring, get out of there. All right, then I think next is helmet. Distances are looking really good. Again, you don't have to like go fully capped, but it just helps, right? And then the links to all these trades will be in either the video description or a guide that I throw together. Either way, I'll make sure you guys can have them easily accessible. You can just copy and paste and kind of look at what I looked at. I will be throwing all this gear back on the market for 1 exalt each, so whoever sees this video first and grabs the whole tab, they're all going to be, every piece of gear on this character is going to be 1 exalted orb. So hopefully one of you guys get to snipe all the pieces of gear, and if you want to try the build out or whatever. Okay, we got a helmet there. I'm sorry I didn't really pick it up. Basically the helmet's 40 exalts. It has 2 slots, 2 sockets, I mean. I try to always look for gear when you're on a budget with multiple sockets, because a lot of people fill crafts and stuff. So anytime you get an extra socket on a piece of gear, you should always look for it. You never know, sometimes there's like diamonds in the rough. The helmet was definitely one of them. It was like double resist, has 400 ES, which is really high for a budget helmet. Here I found a pretty insane pair of gloves. Again, it has 2 rune slots. Gloves only have 1, but these are all corrupted. Gloves that I ended up purchasing were 30 exalts. I think I'm just scrolling through trying to find the best flats. So basically what I'm looking for here is 2 flats, and this one has crit damage bonus and life leech. So it's like super good pair of gloves. You always want some sort of life leech on either ring, boots, or, well, not boots, sorry, ring or gloves. So it helps out a lot. So snipe those. Again, you can pause the video if you want to see the exact things that I buy. here I went in for a Shrine Scepter, Fire Shrine Scepter for a budget version, but I ended up swapping it to a Eye of the Storm or whatever it's called, Shrine Scepter. Basically it's the same thing, it's just the cold version. This is the fire version, and I'm pretty sure they're like one exalted orb. So I recommend buying probably an ice one. If you're having problem with, you know, lightning, fire, or cold, just swap your Shrine Scepter out to the element you're missing on your Trinity resonance. So if your fire and lightning's really high, just make sure you buy an Ice Scepter. So they're interchangeable with each other, and they're all very cheap. So there we buy our charms. So I definitely recommend the Nascent's Freezing Charm, and then the Anguish Charm for fire ignition. And then here we pick up Laviangas, because Laviangas is our guaranteed flask. Oh, did we pick up Laviangas here? Oh no, we're gonna do a ring next, I think. That's just my Endgame. Yep, so we're almost capped on resistance. We just need fire damage, as you can see right here. So our last piece of gear, gonna make sure our ring has fire damage on it, or all elemental damage. Sorry. So I just ended up picking up a base fire ring. I don't even remember what that said on it. I think it had a couple flats. I don't know, you just have to go back and look at it. Sorry about that. It was a little bit too fast. I had it already. Oh, there it is. Intelligence. Oh yeah, it had intelligence and it had strength on it. So it's like 40 extra attributes for free. So it's going to make this build really easy. You do need a lot of attributes for this build, by the way. So the balancing could be a little bit difficult. And here, pick up Laviangas because our attack speed for our Whirling Slash scales off our flask effect. A lot of stuff we spec into is due to our flask effect. Speed and resistances are taken care of, and oh yeah, so that's so I go back and buy another chest piece. So this is the chest piece I was talking about. So there is some on the market. This one was listed 2 weeks ago. Nobody's taken it, of course, because it just looks like shit, but it works perfectly for us. It's got 2 or 3 resistances on it, and you need at least 50 spirit. So actually saved 3 exalts on this purchase, but you can lower the resistances and stuff if you're not getting a lot of searches for it, but you should be able to find something. Basically, just go for an evasion chest piece, of course. Don't get any armor. Don't get any energy shell in your chest. And that's the gear buying. All done. And we ended up with 80 exalts left, so yeah, super budget. Okay, for the sake of the video, I'm going to speed this up like 2.5% or 2.5x. Basically, just buying a bunch of support gems and throwing everything together. I do make a couple changes after I put the build together. I'll go over that right at the end. So just grabbing the most cheap. Level 18s were the most cheap. I think those are 18s. 19 skill gems, and then just a bunch of support gems, super cheap. You can basically buy all this for like 200 exalts or something. So it goes over the 1 div budget eventually, but I mean, that's just for the gear itself. But to make the build work, you're really like right under 2 div, to be honest. But it's not too hard. Everyone that's hit level 70 is probably around 2 div anyway. So we got Barrage, Twister, main skills. What else we get? Oh, I don't know. I'll just talk over it. Basically, you get Barrage, Twister, and then you get all your spirit gems going. Oh, I'm sorry, and Whirling Slash. And to make sure you buy a level 1 skill gem for your Whirling Slash, or you're gonna have serious mana issues. So I can't stress this enough. A lot of people make the build and they're using super high skill gem for the Whirling Slash. Your Whirling Slash ability is to only 1, move fast, and 2, to boost your Twister damage. So you need 3 stages of your Whirling Slash, and then that significantly boosts your damage for your Twister. So make sure that's level 1. Then you go on to your supports. So we're using, actually, I'm not sure what I end up here at the end of this clip, but with However, we threw on Herald of Thunder for clear because it was actually helping a ton to have a Herald on. To be fair, you can probably use Herald of Ash, Herald of Ice, or Herald of Thunder. Pretty much use whatever you want. I just went with Herald of Thunder in the end. And then we use, of course, Wind Dancer. It's the best evasion skill gem in the game. Spirit gem. And then we also use Charge Regulation and Combat Frenzy. So that ensures we get charges for our Twister and Barrage. And then we get a lot of Twisters. And then we also use War Banner and Trinity. So that's the reason why we are using our... For the start of the budget build, you need to use your Shrine Scepter in both weapon slot 1 and weapon slot set 2. So you're going to lose a lot of skill speed. However, you just need it for Trinity. Trinity makes the build like really work early. And then once you start progressing, getting more gear and stuff, take Trinity on an amulet, or start adjusting things as you see fit. But again, I do have a guide out for the tier 1 to tier 15 maps for this build particularly, and then of course I'm live every day, and then YouTube, etc. Just throwing on the skill gems together. Just want to leave this in so you guys can slow it down or pause it if you want to see exactly what I'm putting. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You just have 3 skills, and then you just have a bunch of support spirit gems going. I took out Freezing Mark. It is good to have Freezing Mark. If you can grab an onset ring, I recommend probably using a Mark skill, I think. Or yeah, I don't really know. It's not really necessary, I suppose. I mean, the damage is completely fine for bosses and stuff, so really not that big of a deal. You could use Sniper's Mark, which will help you get more charges for your Twister and Barrage. But it's up to you. That's not what we did here. I'm sorry, my voice is cutting out. It's really late and I'm super tired. Hopefully it's not too fast so you guys can see what's going on. Throwing all the Wind Dancer skills in, ports in. Just generic Wind Dancer stuff. Like the knockback, magnified area, rage. Again, all these gems total, like, price was like around 200 exalted orbs. So minus, I guess, suppose the level 1 Whirling Slash. You could use like level 2, 3, 4 or something like that. Just don't get like a high level Whirling Slash gem. Whatever, just buy whatever's cheaper for now, and then change it later if you want. So here I was just looking at Olaf's Conviction. It's 12 Divines. That's like #1 upgrade pretty much for the build. Olaf's Conviction, because it doubles your charges for your Barrage, which makes your Twister go Burt. But you can afford the Uhtred's Constellation, which allows your Barrage to have 3 charges instead of a cooldown of 1. So you're pretty much uptime on Barrage is 100%. So you can use Barrage anytime you want. And I'm not sure if it changes it to Runic Word. I don't even remember off the top of my head. But I know Uhtred's Constellation, or Olaf's Conviction does. But I'm not sure if Uhtred's Constellation does. Anyway, yep, so that's the gems all put together with the changes that I was saying before. Again, I'll throw a build. I think I'll throw a build guide up just to showcase this particular build, and I'll throw a PoE Ninja with this build too, so you guys can see it. Yeah. Okay, and then here's the 3 jewel sockets that we have currently for the build. This is around, I haven't set it yet. We probably make this around level 85, 80. No, sorry. I think the skill points, passive points, is around a level 80. Level 80, 85. So you should be able to copy exactly what I have here. So we're gonna grab 1 Heart of the Well, We're gonna grab one Megalomaniac with either Grace of the Ancestor or Precision Salvo. I ended up going with Precision Salvo because it's a little bit cheaper right now, and I actually found one with 3 enchants on it, so I went ahead and grabbed the one with 3 enchants. So one of the enchants was like 10 intelligence, which is free attributes for us, but nothing else really worth anything. And the other one was like something with flask, like it gains flask or something. Here it is right here. So a super cheap 150 exalts. I mean, cheap enough, you know what I mean. So, and Precision Salvo is really good for us for the early game. One div build. Yeah, get up here. And then we just grab once we have our Heart of the Well and our Megalomaniac, we just grab an Emerald. So I'll put these jewels in the buy links as well, so you guys can copy these search links. But I just grabbed, basically I think I just grabbed the first one. So any of these modifiers are good for our build. As long as we have 4 of them, we're good. I was just kind of looking for like the perfect one, but it really doesn't matter as long as you just grab any of these. Again, super cheap, and this actually like really helps the build. So very worth. You can even pick up a 4th jewel socket and throw in another emerald somewhere if you want to, until you get other jewels that you can slot in. But I ended up going with this 90, what's that, 9040 exalt emerald. And you can pick up even cheaper ones too. These are just like the min-max, like super budget min-max ones. And that is the jewels. All right, so the build's like absolutely done now. I haven't changed anything else past this point. And yeah, go into maps. Thing, I wanted to add a little quick clip somewhere in the video. The tooltip says 39k right now, so we're base 39k twister damage, but I mean it's good to see this. But how this build works is it really scales when you're playing, you're playing the game. So when you have your resonance up, when you have war banner on, you have charge regulation doing its thing down here, giving you more skill speed and more crit chance, etc. So it really ramps up your damage very fast, and it really helps until you have or helps a lot more when you have Garcon, of course. But yeah, let's see how high we can get this number real quick in just a little interlude map. So we'll wait for our resonance to come up, then we'll pop our... We don't have an anoint on, by the way. I think we should anoint charge regulation, not charge regulation, a thaumaturgic generator. I don't know how much it's going to cost though, so I don't know if it's even budget friendly or not. Almost a 250 resonance. Needs to fire to take off. There we go. Watch it, 92k, 75k. I'm just trying to get my fire damage up real quick. Then I'm gonna pop war banner and see how high it goes. Probably do it like this. Okay, 113k, 123, 138, 139, and so like around 120. And then our crit chance right now is 32.54, which is pretty good. Without Garcon makes it really a lot easier, of course, and part of the passage cat, but that's some late game chase items for you to go for. Yeah, just want to throw that in. Okay, Do one more map. Basically, I keep doing maps as a showcase, and so the showcase you've seen, pretty sure it's been the wrong spear, which is very bad. Now we're at 40k tooltip, which is pretty good for the build. So this map should feel way better. Yeah, so I ran 3 maps for some showcase footage, and now I'm gonna have to run, you know, 1 or 2 more, or I might just leave this one like the one showcase. Go ahead and clean up the stuff following us. Drop down our war banner. We have this fucking 1 rare, that's our 1 counter in the game. Has the shield with the projectile shits. Okay. And we're at like 75, 80k running around per twister, so we get around, I don't know, however many twisters. Boss insta-dies. Go to the next part of the map. Again, this is the exact same gear, nothing has changed. Just I just made sure the proper weapon sets were set up. Now. Anyway, besides being a little bit slow to start until you get everything skilled up, yeah, it's pretty solid build. I don't know if another build can beat this one divine build. Tier 15s. You know, it'd be really funny if I put this in a 200% deli map, let you guys see what it looks like then. Maybe I'll do that. Okay, this map's over. Okay, map number 2. Again, we're gonna use tablets this time. We'll throw on Doriani, which is gonna make the area irradiated. It's already irradiated, but we're gonna get the increased waystone effects and etc. See how the build handles. No revives, of course. Okay. I'm not gonna grab the shrine. Of course, you would always grab that shrine. A lot of clutter here, a little bit of lag as well. Just hitting my life flask through it. Trying to get out of this mess. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up this stuff behind me. I think the boss is somewhere over this way. This map. I'm definitely hitting my life flask a lot more, but again, I'm not dying, so that's all I need to not die is hit my life flask every once in a while. And we're doing something right. We've been mapping lately, so I forget where the layouts are at for the bosses. I think it's down over here somewhere. Do one of the abyss pits for fun. And there you go, divine. That's a big upgrade for your build. All you gotta do is just get in maps, get a few divines, and then like again this build scales insanely well. Boss basically insta dies. I even missed a couple twisters on accident. Yeah, insane. Okay, we're gonna try 456 delirious map. It says 456 here, but it also says 200 here, so I don't really know. But again, Doriani, tier 6, tier 15, 3 tablets. What happens? I mean, we're definitely gonna die on this. Pretty sure. Maybe not. If we survive a 200% deli map with a 1 divine fucking build, like, I will take it a little bit slow. I want to go fast, but that's irresponsible. But we're not here to be responsible. Where am I going? This is a dead end. I would say ignited ground's probably like the worst thing to have on right now, because it's gonna take away your energy shield pretty quick. Almost ripped it there. Clear this stuff around me. Getting a little hectic. Again, just keep dropping them war banners when you have them up. They can help your damage, help your speed. Getting a little spicy, but we're getting there. And the light stones are like very noticeable at early game, right? I'll try to kill him. Maybe. Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's too much. I think it's doable. A little slower, a little bit more meticulous. Definitely doable. Not advised. We're leaving that in. Well, if you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching the whole video. If this video gets any traction, I will throw up a mobalytics guide so you guys can take a look at it. I'll make sure to grab a PoE Ninja snapshot of this too, so you guys can take a look at that as well. I just want to say I'm pretty new to like editing videos and stuff for YouTube, so sorry for the all the and the excuse me, and all the stuff I've missed and stuff like that. It's not going to be perfect, but it is what it is. I'll get there eventually. Get our content kind of, you know, on the right track. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Again, Twitch channel, Royalty Gaming. Stream every day. I've streamed every day of this league. I'd love to see you guys come stop by, say hi, say where you're from, say seen on YouTube, etc, or mobalytics or whatever. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the 1 div super budget build that does all endgame content. And if you guys want to see maybe some, you know, maybe I should have thrown an Uber boss in or something. We definitely could kill Uber boss. But anyway, hope you guys had a good one. Appreciate you watching the video, and yeah, see you later.